Alright, so next up I'm going to show you the knitting on cast on. Basically you're doing a knitted stitch and then using that to cast on. So you don't need a super long tail for this one because it's not the long tail cast on, but you do start with that same slip knot. So over, under, so you got your pretzel on top of the first two, under the third, and on top of the fourth, and then you just pull that tight. And then for this kind of cast on, you actually are going to use both needles. And what you're going to do, first you're going to make sure that you're working with not the tail piece. You need to make sure you have this piece in your hands. I was going to try and show you Continental and English and the way I do it. Those are all just different ways of holding the yarn, basically. But I am not going to do that on these videos because I figure there's a lot out there on the Continental and the English styles. If you want to see those styles and different ways of holding the yarn, just do a search here on YouTube and you'll find tons of them, I'm sure. So I am just going to show you the way I do it. I grab the yarn, wrap it around my middle, ring, and pinky finger. Why is it hard to remember the names of my fingers? I do not know. And then I just wrap that yarn around my middle finger. And then I usually hold whatever stitch I'm working on with my index. Then you slip the tip of your right needle into the front side of that stitch, and you wrap that yarn around the tip of that needle. You pull it through, and then what you're doing here is you're going to twist this needle so they're parallel, like so, and then you're going to pull that stitch with that left needle off of there like so. So then you've created a second stitch. Here you can see. So I'm going to do that again. You're going to slip that into here. This is actually teaching you the knit stitch as well, but I'll do a separate video on that. Slip that in there, wrap around, pull it through, and then instead of dropping it, then you just go like this and slip it right back on there. Now we got 3. So you just continue in that same manner until you have as many stitches as you would like to have. I prefer the long tail cast on, that is the previous video to this one, just because I think it's a lot faster, it's easier in my opinion, and it is a little bit more elastic than this stitch. This stitch is pretty stiff, so sometimes you can get, if you're knitting a big piece, you'll see some pull on the bottom of your work because this is such a tight knit. Tight. Yeah. Anyway, so that's that if you want to try that cast on. But as I said, I prefer the long tail.